Easter Sunday celebrated across Meghalaya, services held in churches across the state. Annual Chhat Sukra celebrated in Joai under the theme Nadu Wa Wan Hadu Wa Lai Bei Rmau Ye Renain Wa Pendap Wa Pusai. Meghalaya targets 50,000 coal mines for restoration. Around 1,400 coal mines prioritized for reclamation. Easter celebrated worldwide. The President, Vice President and Prime Minister greet citizens. And the National People's Youth Front Shillong City organizes the first tennis ball cricket knockout tournament. First, let's look at the local news. Meghalaya today marked Easter Sunday with services held in churches across the state commemorating the resurrection of Jesus Christ. In West Jayanti Hills district, the Joai Diocese celebrated Easter at St. Teresa's Shrine Cathedral Church with a solemn Holy Eucharist Mass led by Bishop Most Reverend Ferdinand Dakar, alongside Reverend Father Augustine Lamin. Bishop Dakar emphasized Easter as a time for spiritual renewal, highlighting its message of life triumphing over death and hope over despair. He extended greetings to all believers, wishing them a joyous celebration. The annual Chhat Sukra of Senrai Joai continued today with vibrant festivities across different locations in town. This year's theme, Nadu Wa Wan Hadu Wa Lai Bei Rmau Ye Renain Wa Pendap Wa Pusai, was organized by the Art and Culture Committee of Senrai Joai. The celebrations began at Madan Ringkau, Tepep Pale, with Cabinet Minister Wailad Mikishala as chief guest, who announced a donation of 1 crore rupees to Senrai Joai. Later, the Mi Yao street dance procession and cultural performances at Yao Musyang featured traditional dances, music and participation from groups across Meghalaya and neighbouring states like Sikkim. Cabinet Minister Sanbor Shulai also attended the event, highlighting the cultural significance of Chhat Sukra, a traditional Panar dance performed before the planting season to express gratitude to nature. Large crowds in traditional attire joined the celebrations, showcasing the rich heritage and unity of the community. In a landmark move towards environmental recovery, the Meghalaya government has begun addressing the widespread damage caused by coal mining across the state. Nearly 50,000 coal mines have been identified for restoration, reclamation or closure. According to Naba Bhattacharjee, Technical Advisor, Environment and Natural Resources, a detailed project report has been prepared and is currently under review by the state government. Once approved, bids will be invited to implement the reclamation work. As an immediate step, around 1,400 coal mines have been prioritized for reclamation, especially those severely impacting rivers, streams and other water bodies.
Identified about 14 to 1500 mines in different districts submitted by the district administration, and the process is going on. In addition to that, we had a number of drone surveys being carried out. So to identify the coal lying on the forest floor illegally mined and all. So from there also we have a lot of data. Plus over 400 mines which are located on different river banks or they discharge into the rivers, those also have been identified. So now it is a question of going forward with the process.
The Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, or the PMMY, launched in 2015, continues to transform lives by supporting small entrepreneurs across India. In Meghalaya's eastern West Khasi Hills district, two women from Pundeng Umyong village shared how the scheme has helped them build sustainable livelihoods. Tingshan Hun Siimle of Pundeng Umyong Dongbir said the financial support enabled her to set up a beauty parlour in Mission Mairang, providing her with steady income and empowering underprivileged youth to earn a living. Similarly, Martina Marbanyang of Pundeng Umyong Langste Rim expanded her furniture supply business with the loan, allowing her to meet growing demands for cupboards, chairs, sofas and other household items. She expressed her gratitude to the government for the opportunity and is working diligently to repay the loan.
Ai jeng betul saya yang akan tam untuk yang ya bar ya itu kisah lagi bamban kamdan jamru namala kam kitu gi bawan lagi yang kasam baduk bakaduk ma bangin sedang kam dala jong tika em te la dang yo kan ni jeng rap community ngas ko dan jeng mantoi ti ka ini beri ba ada puli dai kim dan kam jen jam ban wat kam la jen ja te menta da ka ba ai jeng rap ka sokar community ngas ko ka yo jeng mantoi ti kembian kakam kebiang bah nga ai kublai ka sarkar ba kala pelaj to karam na banta bangan sna ka furniture ba bat play dukan sapang ne pa mairang te bat duliten kumto te ngayo jing mentoy bahanas na karam te ngayang da karam ba te kemut kebiang ba ka jing mentoy bangayo da sim karam ra hap perkat ban seo ma hap perkat dai ban la ban seo dai ban nimla ban seo hap te ba yo nam yo ta ka banai hap seo ba kita ka dam yo pada la long ba kêu sut long a ta ka da hap yele ba ban seo ya trai stom ba ka.
Former village headman Jedwin Lingdo has been re-elected as headman of Paham Siem under Raid Nongpo in the Nongpo Sidarship for the 2026 to 2029 term. Speaking after his victory, Lingdo strongly condemned the use of alcohol, money and manipulative campaigning during village elections, warning that such practices harm social harmony and unity. Other elected members include Wanprang Sumer as assistant headman, Alfred Siem as secretary and Shanbok Sinkley as assistant secretary. The election event was attended by dignitaries such as the acting Sirdar of Nongpo Sirdarship, Louis Star Lingdo and Raid Nongpo Lingdo, Linus Lingdo among others.
Nang sobat ang ba ngapai beberapa candidate tiba apply dia terus dia di balai damang Singapore jenjang kejiran kadang baik de kumpulan sosial nasobat ang ba tidak ada kejiran trelang maka jo ba kelak tahu ya di pakasan ba di pakasan ro tidak di sosial jadi di mulai benda siang amat dari benda semisal dari benda kerja nang babinyo ada kerja hilang nang ditambah abak hidup seberapa jombi bersih.
Here are the regional stories. Manipur Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand campaigned for the BJP candidate in Udarbond Assembly constituency at Silchar today. His presence marked a significant push for the party's campaign efforts in the region ahead of the polls. Congress MP Rahul Gandhi addressed a public meeting at Golaghat today, joined by fellow Congress leader Gaurav Gogoi. The gathering highlighted the party's outreach efforts in the region as part of its ongoing campaign activities.
और ये सारे के सारे बिजनेस पार्टनर हैं। मोदी, अदानी, शाह, शर्मा, आपके चीफ मिनिस्टर, ये सारे के सारे मिलकर असम को लूटने का काम कर रहे हैं। यही हो रहा है। मगर जितना भी मतलब लूट रहा है, ये तो जानता है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी नहीं छोड़ने वाली। कर ले जो करना है, टाइम आएगा। कांग्रेस के बब्बर शेर छोड़ते नहीं है भैया।
Moving on to national stories. Easter is being celebrated across the globe today, commemorating the resurrection of Jesus Christ after his crucifixion on Good Friday. President Draupadi Murmu, Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan and Prime Minister Narendra Modi extended greetings to the nation on the occasion. President Murmu urged citizens to renew their commitment to harmony, peace and brotherhood, expressing hope that the resurrection of Christ continues to inspire values of truth, love, compassion, sacrifice and forgiveness. Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan today underscored the importance of meditation as a tool for peace of mind and self-introspection while addressing the Global Conference of Meditation Leaders in New Delhi. He said meditation reduces stress, improves focus, and enhances emotional resilience, fostering a calm and composed approach to life. Highlighting its broader impact, he noted that meditation helps build patience, inner peace, and transforms reactions into thoughtful responses, bringing clarity in place of confusion. On National Maritime Day, Prime Minister Narendra Modi recalled India's rich maritime heritage and acknowledged the invaluable contributions of those associated with the sector. He said their dedication continues to strengthen the nation's economy, trade and connectivity. The Prime Minister reaffirmed the government's commitment to harnessing the immense potential of the maritime sector, emphasizing its role in building a prosperous future for the country.
मॉडर्न और फ्यूचरिस्टिक लॉज लागू किए हैं। ये नए कानून स्टेट मैरीटाइम बोर्ड को एम्पावर करते हैं, सेफ्टी और सस्टेनेबिलिटी को बल देते हैं और साथ ही पोर्ट मैनेजमेंट में डिजिटलाइजेशन का भी विस्तार करते हैं। मैरीटाइम इंडिया विजन के तहत 150 से अधिक नए इनिशिएटिव शुरू किए गए।
Let's cross over to international news. Cardinal Pier Battista Pizzaballa, the Latin Patriarch of Jerusalem, led the Easter Mass at the Holy Sepulchre Church today. The service marked the celebration of the resurrection of Jesus Christ, drawing worshippers and pilgrims to one of Christianity's holiest sites. Iran has dismissed the deadline set by US President Donald Trump, signaling continued defiance amid tensions between the two nations. The rejection underscores ongoing disagreements over policies and negotiations, further straining diplomatic relations. The Artemis II mission has reached a significant milestone, with its crew now moving closer to the moon. This marks an important step in NASA's ambitious program to return humans to lunar exploration, paving the way for future missions aimed at establishing a sustainable presence on the moon and preparing for eventual journeys to Mars. Let's look at sports news. The first tennis ball cricket knockout tournament organized by the National People's Youth Front, Shillong City, concluded on Saturday at Madan Maulai, Umklong. Played in a 10-10 format since March 2026, the final saw Yatalilang CC defeat Junior Boy CC in emphatic fashion. Batting first, Yatalilang CC posted 156 runs, while Junior Boy CC collapsed within 5 overs, scoring less than 20 runs. Yatalilang CC lifted the trophy along with a cash prize of 30,000 rupees, while Junior Boy CC finished runners-up with 15,000 rupees. The event was attended by James K. Sangma, President of the MEGHALAYA Cricket Association, as the chief guest. NPYF Shillong City President Mebon Rapthap highlighted the tournament's aim of creating platforms for youth to showcase their sporting talent and explore livelihood opportunities.
Isim yang nirarai dak komiti jengi ke Shillong City pengang presiden mak tim jengi penglai iba abun bun senam ba na elekai cricket kimio elekai cricket cuma babun di madan kita sena jengi elekai kalong artio ila etristom bantang apa yang ketong final ya ke final lu lara ka Taitili ka pisasong balai ko hajar buat di runners up yo katan hajar buat di discipline team dia isong besar ubah ya baru best player man of the tournament tinggi dang perkat ba lasim sinambat ina yo kamadan ka kamhe subu ko mahagor fling katu baju pelong tournament iman man gapor tingila ngidang tumu ban penyat Jakarta tournament jong ulit pi sama apo golfing.
And now for the weather report. In Tura, the minimum temperature was 23 degrees Celsius with the maximum temperature rising to 30 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity was recorded at 48%. In Shillong, the minimum temperature was 18 degrees Celsius with the maximum at 24 degrees Celsius and relative humidity at 48%. Meanwhile, in Juwai, the minimum temperature was 17 degrees Celsius with the maximum at 24 degrees Celsius and the relative humidity at 68%. The forecast in Tura, Shillong and Juwai say generally cloudy skies with moderate rains are expected at many places. Before we conclude, here's a recap of the headlines. Easter Sunday celebrated across Meghalaya services held in churches across the state. Annual Chat Sukra celebrated in Juwai under the theme Nadu Wawan Hadu Walai Bei Remau Ye Ringin Wa Pendap Wa Pusai. Meghalaya targets 50,000 coal mines for restoration, around 1,400 coal mines prioritized for reclamation. Easter celebrated worldwide. President, Vice President and the Prime Minister greet its citizens. And the National People's Youth Front Shillong City organizes the first tennis ball cricket knockout tournament. That's all the news we have for you. Thank you for watching. We'll be back same time tomorrow. Have a good evening.